Experiment number 6 is actually factorial of a given number using while loop. So just now we finished factorial of a number using for loop. The difference between for loop and while loop, in the for loop n will be there. This is going to repeat, these iterations are going to repeat until the increment value of this increment value reaches the number n number, the whatever value you enter here. Then it will stop the operation and it will come out of the loop and it will give the output. In the while loop, same thing I have to create. I will do this. This top one is actually using for loop. Now we will do the same thing using while loop, factorial of a number using while loop. Right click, numeric, control. So enter the number, then right click, numeric indicator. Again here also you can write factorial of a number. So now instead of for loop, we have to select while loop. So right click, structures. First one is for loop, second one is while loop. So now actually this we need to multiply now. This is actually observe here. Here is a n here in the for loop, and there is a loop condition is given in the red color. When to stop this while condition? While loop, we have to when to stop. That is done by checking the condition here, a loop condition. So here also we need to multiply. Same multiply block we need to select. Then increment also. So here also we need to connect that increment value to here and one input to here. And this enter the number you have to bring here inside because it is while loop. Okay, here also in the while loop, create label. So this is a while loop. Above one is for loop. Here also like how we created shift register. Okay. Here also right click on the edge and add shift register. Okay. Add shift register. And this also I will change this one to representation. Right click on the factorial of a number indicator and change it to, now it is converted into blue color. Enter the number also, I will change the representation to blue color integer. To connect to here and right click here, create constant, and this should be 1. So now we need to when to stop the loop condition in the for loop. Okay, after every iteration in the for loop we had given n, enter the value of n. There is a n here, loop count. When the loop count reaches the value of n, okay, this increment loops how many times it is going to that it reaches that value of n, it is going to stop. So if I n is equal to 5 times it is going to execute this. Okay, here there is no n here, so we have to check manually here by using one comparator. So right click, there is a comparison below that numeric, we have comparison. In that comparison equal, So select equal. We have to check. Okay, now comparator, that increment value, iteration number value is high, I plus 1. After that increment value, if it reaches the value of n, it should stop. Okay, it is going to stop. So now let us check whether it is going to work or not. So run here. So first, I think here, before start running, you have to give some other than zero value you have to give here. So give 3, 1, 2, 3 or anything not from zero. For example, now I am giving 2, start running, it is coming. So start, once you start from zero, so it will not give the output. So that's why before starting you give some values other than zero. Say 3, it's coming now, you can change it, automatically change. For 5 factorial is 120. The top one is using for loop. In the while loop, we are getting the same factorial of a number, but we are using while loop. Difference is in the in the for loop, n is there, and here you have to give how many times this should execute. Okay, n is 5 means 5 times this multiplication. Start from 1 into 1, then 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. 5 times it is going to execute, and it's going to, once it reaches the value of n, it is going to stop. Here we need to have separate comparison block. So right click numerical visible label equal. So this is available in numeric comparison. Okay. So we need to compare that value. That increment value I is this. Okay. It is the increment value. It is the increment value. Increment value whether it is equal to the value of n. If both are same, is equal to, increment value is equal to the value of n entered, then it is going to stop. The condition is going to break. Okay. So here also we need to add shift register. Initial value you have to give it to 1, and one indicator you have to place outside to indicate what is the factorial of a number.